Hello everyone, it's TSD Trader here, back from a very long hiatus, and I will once again be uh, showing, sorry, we're doing videos that analyze both the broad market and sometimes individual stock picks. So, as you can see today, we're looking at the Standard & Poor's 500 Index daily chart here, and as you can see here, we're in a bit of a rising wedge formation. You can see it's an up channel that is pinching. So I would call that a rising wedge, though that's not perfectly clear precisely what the clarification is. There's some dispute there. I would classify it in the area of a rising wedge myself. So you can see that we're finding support here at the 70 period moving average. It's a black dotted line here. And let me zoom in. And you can see that we came actually below that earlier on Friday, and then closed the day back up above it. So I think that's rather significant. Shows this is an important level. So you can see us stalling right above the 70 period moving average for perhaps a day, maybe even 2 days. But eventually, we are going to have to finish this leg. Most likely, obviously, anything could happen, but most likely we're going to have to finish this leg and then come down here. Since this is a rising wedge, which is a bearish formation, I think eventually the most likely occurrence is we'll break out below this rising wedge and crash down. And just looking at how this looks, we came up, we came down, we have a little rising wedge, potentially a bear flag, but I think it's come too high for that classification. But in any event, this formation here, if it crashes, as I think it most likely will, then you could see some really serious fall akin to this along here. So generally, we're looking from a bearish point of view now, I would say. So just now to look at the intraday chart here. This is Friday, right here. And you can see early in the morning we just crashed on the bad jobs numbers that came out, and crashed, opened down and just sunk. And continued to fall and fall and fall, recovered a little bit and fell again. But at the end of the day, we rallied pretty hard. Closing above that 70 period moving average, like I said earlier on the daily chart. Going back to the daily chart here, just looking at the MACD, that's moving average convergence divergence. You can see at this point right here, we went into bullish mode right around here, and then it continued up, right? But I think sooner or later, you can see the histogram here is beginning to decline a little bit. I think that sooner or later, more likely sooner, it's going to go into bear mode, especially as we crash around this point. So while the MACD is currently bullish, I don't think that at this point in this present formation that's hugely really relevant. So here you can see we have the RSI and momentum. This is gold line. See a bit of a bearish divergence with the momentum. Not huge or anything, but it's there. That's another bearish sign. And the RSI here isn't doing anything special. It's staying throughout this whole formation, this whole range. Generally just in the middle-ish area. Not overbought, not oversold, not really doing anything major there. And looking over here, we have Bollinger Bands and Stochastics. And you can see the Stochastics are about to cross, it looks like, right? It looks like they're about to cross. Actually, we can go back here. We can actually look and go back here to the last time that happened. And you can see it was here. We had a little doji, and then we crashed, right? So the fact that's happening now is obviously very bearish. We are in overbought territory on the stochastic, so that's obviously bearish, and we're coming off the high area of these Bollinger Bands here. So again, it's all indicating a movement down to this lower trend line here, and eventually, perhaps we'll come up to the other end again, but I think eventually we're going to crash, if not on this leg, then probably the next, though of course anything's possible. So good luck and safe trading to everyone out there. It's TSD Trader signing off.